Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Tuesday morning. We got a great show lined up. Some special guests here. Came all the way over from Gulf County to be on Panhandle Outdoors. We're glad to have them. But first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew up here in Southport taking care of all our air conditioning needs. High today is going to be up to 79, low 63. Really nice weather. The water temperature at the end of the pier, and I hope you got to see the pier fishing trip yesterday, but that water temperature is 71 degrees. Perfect. If you didn't get to see yesterday's show, look it up on YouTube. It was a fun show with those kids catching all those Spanish mackerel. Okay, now we're looking at river regions brought to us by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's been one of our sponsors a good while now. Their motto this year is own the outdoors, and we all feel like we own the outdoors. We're going to go there because it's such a beautiful place. The Apalachicola Bluntstown, folks, is high. Looking at it, it's at 15 foot. It's going to start going down, but it really got high, so it's going to be a sharp drop to it. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville is high too. It's at 13 feet, and it's not dropping real fast. And it's going to start dropping today, and the rest of this week, the weather looks really good the rest of this week. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn here on 23rd Street. Neat tides today, but this weekend, some really strong tides. So get through today, tomorrow, and we'll be fine on this weekend tides. Marine forecast coming double figures again, south-southwest at about 14. So just be aware of that. I know you're conditioned to it now, so just do the best you can when you get out on the water. We're going to take a break, come back with our special guest. Welcome back. Look at our guest this morning coming all the way from Port St. Joe. So glad y'all made it over.
Thank you.
All right, tell the folks who you are.
I'm Kendra McDaniel. I'm the president of the Swivel Sisters Fishing Club and the director of the Bayou Bash Fishing Tournament.
And I'm Michaela McKee. I am the marketing behind the Swivel Sisters Fishing Club and the Bayou Bash Tournament.
You call yourself the marketing monster.
The marketing monster, that's me.
We had the hardest time getting hooked up, excuse the pun, getting hooked up. We're trying to get our schedule straight. I mean, we started about 2 months ago trying
Seriously.
to get. I know. And one thing led to another, but we got you here today, and we're so glad.
Thank you.
Local girl, sort of.
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Port St. Joe, on the water and in the woods all my life. And started Swivel Sisters in 2019. After I was working at a fishing store, saw the need for some education for women to fish. Put a club together thinking I might have 10 people, had 50 people show up. And now we've made it through the hurricane, we've made it through the pandemic, and now we're up to 65 members right now. So
This is awesome. And it's all local ladies and all? And
no, we have a lot of local from Port St. Joe, but we also have members that are from Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Montana. You know, we have a lot of people that come in and live in Port St. Joe for 6 months out of the year, and then they go home. So we're one of those clubs where you're just a member once you sign up, and when you're able to come out and be a part of the activities, it's just a good time.
You don't get kicked out of the club, do you?
No.
No.
You don't get kicked out of the
We have a low bar.
Set bar low. I understand. That's so great. We're always encouraging ladies and young girls to get into outdoors and all. It's so great that you did this. And you teach at St. Joe High School now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good deal. You've been at Weewall and
I've taught at Weewall and Port St. Joe, and just love there, yeah.
And you have your daughter with us. She's behind the camera, and she didn't want to come on this morning, but
she's a future Swivel sister.
Okay. So if right, what we're talking about, if anyone out there wants to join, they just go online and give you all.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to take this away, marketing monster. Actually, we have a website. It's www.bayoubashpsj.com, and you can go and find all the information about the Swivel Sisters on there and how to join us. So, yeah.
This is awesome. It really is. And so y'all got to get. Okay, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am from Tallahassee, and I have been in Port St. Joe for about 2 years now. And I got involved with the Swivel Sisters because my mom was a part of it, and I just had to steal her sunshine. And so I just fell in love with the group and have gotten involved. And You know, she makes me fish sometimes, and I mostly just like sit in the sun. It's very nice.
It takes all kinds to make a club viable.
I'm really good company.
And you and your husband opening up a place on Reed Avenue soon?
Yes,
or?
I've been having a home bakery out of my house for 2 years now, and I'm moving in about 3 or 4 weeks to a building on Reed Avenue. So I'm really excited about that.
It's going to be pink, right?
It's a big pink building. It's been a dive bar since like 1920.
You're going to swing it around.
It does not smell like cigarette smoke anymore.
Okay, and you have a little cafe there, or no?
Yeah, definitely. Cakes and cookies, and then I'll have lunch options too, like chicken salad and salads and quiche. So.
Okay, Gail, you hear that? We're gonna check them out soon. When are you gonna open? In 2 weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay, we'll be there. We will. Okay, so we got the formalities out of the way, and y'all are just you know, when they came. I got to be honest with you. I'm gonna tell what they came out where they got the time mixed up. But listen, you remember last week on the show we talked about fast time and slow time. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Fast time and slow time. You just get it's still today people get confused, but we appreciate it. Well, you know, when students show up early, we always proud of that as a teacher.
We're extra prepared.
Okay, so let's talk about the Bayou Bash. I went back in the early years. The family that started it, the Bayou Bash.
Mark Moore and his brother Clint and sister Karen. They started it back in what year?
97.
97, and it was a fundraiser to raise money for people in the community that needed some financial help due to hard times. And through the years, it's changed hands with different people running it. And the former person, after the hurricane, we got wind that he wasn't going to do it anymore, and somebody said, you know what, that'd be great for Swivel Sisters. And if you know me, I think about things, and then if I'm committed, I'm all in. So it's going to be or go home. We took over. This will be our 3rd year sponsoring it. We had 99 people the first year. Last year we increased that to 198. And now this year, just with pre-registration alone, we're already up to 188 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's not including those that will show up at the captain's meeting to sign up. So we're increasing almost double every year, and that's really exciting.
Yeah, and it's coming up this Saturday.
Yes, it's this Saturday, May 1st at Salinas Park Bayside, right on the curve when you come onto Cape Sandblast.
And we changed locations. I remember in the early days, it used to be right there at Mike Moore's, right around that area, around Press Nails.
Yes, sir.
The weigh-ins and all, and they had. It was a real fishing tournament. It wasn't anything. There wasn't no frills attached. They brought in some big fish.
It's pretty much we're running it the same way. You know, it had went to downtown St. Joe to the marina a few years, and when we took it over, you know, we really talked about it. Karen, who was actually one of the founders, is actually a Swivel sister and part of our committee for this Bayou Bash.
Great.
And, you know, we said, you know, it's got to go back to the Bayou. And we have been at Press Nails for the past 2 years, and it's worked out really great. But their business is growing, and we have grown, obviously, so we needed a little bit bigger venue.
Yeah.
So we decided to move to Salinas Park on the Bayside. Plenty of area. We're going to still highlight the mullet toss.
Okay.
In fact, you can win money. We have a kids division and an adult division. The adults win $200 for the furthest throw.
Okay.
And the kids division is set up to where they throw to a trash can and they earn points. And whoever has the most points would win. But the kids are going to get a $100 payout.
That's going to make it worthwhile. Just go down and watch the mullet toss. I'm serious. You don't see that every weekend.
Last year it got a little competitive, so we're excited to have that. And the way we're setting up the whole venue, this year we're going to be able to highlight that mullet toss.
Yes.
And the whole crowd will be able to see it. And so I'm sure it's going to get pretty competitive again.
You know, that's real interesting. He's got the room you're going to have this year at Salinas Park right there. That's going to give you so much more room and all. I know back when it was at in Press Nails, the parking was at a premium.
Yeah.
People parked there almost in the road and all, but that's going to help a lot.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of parking on the what we call the Gulf side.
Right.
And we actually have our local ROTC students from the high school. They'll be out with golf carts, transporting people back and forth that don't want to walk.
Good deal.
So we'll have some, you know, ways to get you there. We'll have a cooler drop-off on Saturday for the people that fish, so they don't have to carry that heavy cooler. They can drop it off and then go park and come back. So
good deal.
We've tried to think of all the ins and outs.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back and tell you different categories and then all the raffles and all the prizes that y'all gonna offer. That's amazing. All right, we'll take a break and we'll be right back with the Swivel Sisters. Okay, welcome back with the Swivel Sisters. They're not actual sisters, that's the name of the club. Kendra and Michaela, we're glad y'all came over this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Let's look at it. I always like the history, look at the roots of how things started. And this little tournament, it has a unique start. So tell us about it.
Well, it actually started back in 1997. It was just two brothers, Mark and Clint, and they
Okay, let me interrupt. Clint
Yes.
Moore had a TV show. Everybody knows Clint, Fishing with Clint down in St. Joe. These two brothers, they are amazing fishermen. I've known them a long time, and Mark can throw a net like I've never seen anybody throw a net. So now go and fish.
Yes. So they actually started this just between the two of them. They called it the Sammy Slam. It was the biggest trout takes all, and then it grew into. They'd have friends and family over and they'd do low country boil, and then they invited some of the community, and then by 2003 it was a full-blown tournament. That was the first annual Bayou Bash, and it just grew and grew and grew until about 2008, and then the recession hit.
Yeah.
Took a little break and came back, and then the Swivel Sisters have had it since 2019. This is our third year hosting the tournament.
A great start, and like I say, it's just the early years was something else.
Oh,
I remember if I find old videos, I'm gonna go back and show some of the weigh-ins. They were bringing them in right and left. The categories.
Categories, yes. So every entry, you're automatically signed up for trout, red, and flounder, and an inshore slam. For the different divisions, it's guaranteed payouts: $600 for the first place, $400 for second, and $200 for third. And then you may not win in one of those categories, but as long as you turn in all three for the inshore slam, you can still win another $600. Then we also have a mystery fish. That's a $1,000 payout, and we will not announce that fish. We get bribes all the time.
She doesn't even tell me. I won't know until I'll find out when you guys find out.
She must know you well. She must think you're gonna tell someone else. She won't tell you.
We're not going to talk about that.
When are you gonna announce the mystery fish?
So the mystery fish will be announced at the captain's meeting on Friday night.
Friday night.
At 7:50, and we will go live on Facebook for the people that don't go to the captain's meeting, who pre-registered and aren't required to go to the captain's meeting. So you can catch it on Facebook, and we'll post it after that so you guys can see it.
And we also have a kids division and an adult division. The kids division, they don't win money, but we have awesome prize packs with rod and reels and all kinds of items. But if they're an older kid and they want to fish for the money, they're welcome to sign up under the adult division to fish. So then we have all kinds of other payouts. Because we're a women's fishing club, we don't fish in the tournament because we don't want to win every slot.
I understand. We understand.
Somebody's got to put the tournament
got to win besides us.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get more female participation. So this year, Doghouse Charters has given up $500. So every female that turns in a fish, no matter what age, as long as the female turns a fish in that's legal, they're going to be entered into this drawing to win an additional $500. So your fish might not even win, but you might be a $500 walk away. So
oh, cool.
we have that, and then we have a $250 payout for any kid that turns in a fish. So again, you might not win a prize pack, but you could $250. So you just got to go out and fish. And this tournament is for fun. It's for friends and family. We don't encourage racing through the waters. You know, you can fish anywhere you want to. You can fish Bay County, Gulf County, Franklin County. Wherever legal waters are, and as long as you bring in legal fish according to FWC standards, just go out and have a good time. You can fish in a boat, a kayak, or on shore.
Where? Do they have to leave one area? They can leave from anywhere?
They can leave from anywhere.
Okay, good.
This tournament is all for fun and to get out and fish.
Yeah.
And so the only thing you have to do is you have to weigh in at the tournament site, which is Salinas Park Bay site.
And at what time is weigh-in?
Weigh-in starts at 4 fast time.
4 fast. I love that. 4 fast time and 3 slow time.
Right, and then you have to be in line by 6. We have a cutoff person, so it's a 2-hour window. But as long as you're in line by 6, you'll still get to weigh in.
Oh, that's awesome. And this is going to be a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
And like I say, you're going to have so much more room now to do everything. So now the prizes, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about all the raffles and all you're doing, and how people can just win things by getting raffle tickets and all, right?
You don't even have to be a participant. No. All you got to do is be in attendance.
Be in attendance.
So it's definitely not just for people fishing. Like we encourage, it's a community event. People come out and eat, and they do raffles, and they listen to music, and they look at awesome fish. So
and see that's you don't do that every weekend. I mean, so, you know, I mean really, I mean, and something like that is what a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, and around fun time doing things like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's cool. We're going to take a final break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Sitting here with the Swivel sisters from Port St. Joe and all kind of areas, but we're glad to have them coming over. And I know y'all had to get up early, especially to get here an hour earlier, so
Yep.
we appreciate it. Let's look at, speaking of Port St. Joe, one of our big sponsors, Blue Water Outriggers, George Duran and all those guys that work down there, good folks. And our fishing time today on a one time, 12:19 to 2:19, right smack dab in the middle of the day. Before we get on all this, I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your favorite kind of fishing?
Flounder.
Flounder, okay, yours?
Fishing for beer in the cooler.
That don't count. You got to get a big fish. All right, look, the proceeds. We're always doing something good. Outdoor people always doing something good for other people, and Swivel Sisters no exception. So, what are the proceeds of this tournament?
Well, 2 years ago, the Swivel Sisters created the Swivel Sisters Scholarship Fund. So all the proceeds go towards a scholarship for a student that is going to go into a water-related field. So your captain's license or marine biology, anything like that. We announced the scholarship winner at the Bayou Bash. So it goes towards a scholarship fund for Gulf County. Well, for students on the coast, and then community kids fishing clinics, community safety projects, anything like that. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff right there. And the raffles. Let's see. Well, tell us about the raffles. There's all kinds of stuff you're giving away.
Bigger and better.
Wow.
So we have all kinds of raffles. We have dollar raffles, $5 raffles, and the dollar raffles are rod and reel combos, tackle boxes, pliers, knives, all kinds of things. And then we move up into our $5, which mentioned in Blue Water Outriggers. They're one of our sponsors as well. We have a $500 gift certificate to be handed out to Blue Water Outriggers.
Yeah.
Black's Island is actually our $1,000 mystery fish sponsor, and they're also sponsoring a 2-night giveaway to a stay at the island in one of their cottages. We have all kinds of games that we like to play. This year we started one that's called Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to be selling tickets. We'll draw so many tickets. Those participants will come up on stage and spin, and whatever the wheel lands on. So we have a $1,000 payout on that. We've got the Black's Island 2-night stay. Boat Tow US has donated 5 one-year memberships, for the safety, so you can win a whole full year membership to Boat Tow. Just all kinds of things. We have cooler packages, kayaks,
Really?
and a surf. We have.
Wow.
We don't play around with our
Wow.
raffles.
So one of our big ticket items is a surf rod combo. It comes with a big cart with the big orange wheels. You get a surf rod and reel, a bucket, a chair holder, a basket. The cart liner. Then you move over to another one. We have the kayak with a kayak dolly, a rod and reel, a life vest.
And how do people get the tickets and all?
You just show up. You do not have to be in the tournament. You just have to come in attendance and be present when we call the tickets out. So you can come out, and if you don't have anything to do, enjoy the music, enjoy the mullet toss, look at the weigh-in, and buy a lot of raffle tickets. You can walk home with a bunch of good prizes that night.
And you can buy raffle tickets at the Captain's Dinner, which is from 6 to 8 on Friday evening, and you don't have to be a participant to come to that. We're having a Low Country Boil that we do every year.
Oh, cool. Where will it be?
That'll be at Salinas Park too, and St. Joe Shrimp has done the Low Country Boil forever and ever because we like to keep tradition. And then you can buy raffle tickets at the event on Saturday. Doors open at 3, and we start calling raffles around 6:30. 6.
That is so cool. The big question though, when you do the wheel, will Vanna be here to do the wheel?
We called her, but she was booked.
She was busy. Okay, I understand that. This is we got a couple minutes left and all, but this is all the raffle ticket money and all that. All that's been donated, so that's all going to scholarship for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff.
Yeah, at any given time, we can have up to 5 people benefiting from our scholarship because you get $500 a semester for up to 4 years. So there's a nice. We're really, really proud of that.
That's really cool. Okay, if people are coming in from, I know we got viewers up there in Jackson County and Holmes County and Washington County that maybe don't know where to fish in St. Joe, but they can still come in, put the boat in, and go up there. And beginner's luck counts too, doesn't it?
That's right.
You've seen that before.
I can tell you, even if you don't have a boat, the marina right there in Port St. Joe is a hot spot for all 3 fish categories. And probably the mystery fish that we're going to announce. So even if you don't have a boat and you just want to get out for the day, you can fish right there and pretty much, catch everything that we have. And if you have a boat, just shoot down into the bay and around Black's Island in those deep potholes and I'm
Yeah.
sure you're going to pull out a red or a flounder out of one of those.
That's true now, seriously. You don't have to have a boat to fish it. You can fish the town beach there, you can fish the marina, you can fish around Highland View.
Definitely levels the playing field up.
It really does. That particular area in St. Joe Bay, you don't have to have a boat. And I bet you some winners will come from maybe some...
They actually
They
have,
do.
last year, I believe the red and the flounder both came from people that were shoreline fishing.
Really?
What did we just talk about? That's
And the
awesome.
trout was from a boat, but
Yeah.
and that's something I want to mention. You know, our tournament has always been an individual tournament, and we do get a lot of questions asked about the trout size. And what we have to tell people is, it's your boat, your decision on who brings the trout in or how many you catch. But
sure.
you know, you can only weigh in one trout per person, and unfortunately, you know, with your boat, you've got to decide who's going to bring that big fish in. But if you're out fishing on a kayak or on shore and you catch, so everybody's good to go then. So we do like to mention that, and then also want to mention our redfish. It's not done by weight. We actually go by the number of spots,
Okay.
and we have a $200 payout if anybody breaks the record. The record is 99 spots.
99 spots.
Yes.
It's going to be hard to break.
Well, we had a young lady come in the other day, and she showed me a picture. I'm not going to give out her location, but it's on our Facebook. She had a redfish with 102.
No way.
So she's hoping that
Yes
she can catch it. She released it that day. And
She's gonna catch it back.
she's hoping that she'll get a hold of him again. But
Yeah.
there is an additional $200 payout if you break the record for the 99 spots. But
Wow, that's
everything
cool.
else is done on weight and length for the tiebreaker, except for reds. Reds is done on number of spots, then weight and length for the tiebreaker.
Okay, and if they weigh the same amount, whichever one weighs in early or something, that's what...
They go to length.
They just pure length,
Yeah,
okay.
length would do.
Well, hey, we're going to have to wrap it up, ladies. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
We're excited.
We're going to, okay, all you non-fishermen, you get down there and buy some of these raffle tickets, enjoy the food and fellowship, and it's a special time down there. I've been to the early years, and we've been to them before. It's just good folks fishing.
Just
It's
good
as simple
folks
as that.
fishing.
I mean, it don't get any better than that.
That's right.
Thank y'all for doing it too.
Yeah,
and
thank
y'all
you.
better come back on the right time next time. But
We will come on whenever you want us.
we're gonna get the Swivel Sisters.
Whatever time we want to show up.
Okay, all right. Appreciate y'all watching Panhandle Outdoors, folks. Do something.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Do something good today for your fellow man. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.